What is going on, everyone? Commodore Lads here, bringing you guys my reaction / review of Jujutsu Kaisen manga chapter 244. Now, the chapter has finally come out. We are here today to sit down and read the latest installment of Akutami Kege's masterpiece, provided to us by the good people at TCB. Now, oh my god, the time is now, man. I thought this chapter was going to drop yesterday, and I'm kind of glad it didn't, because I was already in enough pain as it was when it came to the episode that we got in this week in the anime with Nobara, because, man, as much as that chapter back then destroyed me in the manga, the anime just took it to another level. So shout out to Mappa for extending the internal pain, as it already was, to a stratosphere I didn't think was even possible beyond what we've experienced. So I was like, okay, hopefully this chapter will not come out until today, Friday, and it is. And honestly, man, I really wanted to be happy after that chapter last week until Kenjaku said what they said at the end, that my will be passed on. Okotu pulled up at the end, man. We had that Takaba and Kenjaku fight go down. I know a lot of people are very subjective on how they feel about it, right? It's either very polarized or people actually enjoy it, right? If you're someone like myself who, again, as a Gintama reader and enjoyer of the series, I understand that this kind of like style and stuff of things that are being done in that fight is not for everybody, right? But it worked for me. The comedy and stuff, it worked for me. And especially the way, again, a tug of war with the words and everything within, you know, the domain expansion and stuff and all that, and just the way the technique and everything, it's just, that's just how it was, man. Trying to stop Takaba as much as possible from Kenjaku-sen. I think the way that Gege handled it for me was very well done. But I know for some it is what it is. But by the end of it, it all was a part of Kikaku, because Okotu pulled up the sneakiest one. I don't even care, bro. 99 sneak overall, it don't matter to me. He did the Lord's work. He did something I've been waiting for a very long time. And even though the top went off, words were said that now have me scared for whoever it may be. I mean, the obvious one for me, I think, could be Yuji. I know some people are saying it's possibly even Gojo, because I don't believe the head was completely taken out. And even though it was cut in half, they find ways. I don't know, man. And the worst part of it all is I was told in advance that we are going on break next week. So whatever's happening here, I gotta hold this on my head for 2 weeks, because this is Gege we're talking about. So let's get into this chapter. Let us see what awaits us, because I am ready to finally have the second part of my life be destroyed. And oh my god, it's about... Oh, you switched. Oh, no, mate. Oh, no. I have to bring these bolts out because of the boy. Oh, God, it is... Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a religion, even if you don't, just pray. Pray for yourself. Pray for me. It's about to get ugly, isn't it? I was hoping to still see Okotu talking to the head of Kenjaku before laying the smackdown. And you transition scenes, because I see my guy, Higuruma, rocked up with the hammer itself. I see my boy Yuji, and again, we're going to know about the Piccolo arm. We're going to know about the Piccolo arm eventually and stuff, what the exacts are. And then you see that monster right at the very bottom that they're looking at. We're seeing from the point of view, third-person style. Or at least, well, third person if you're looking from Yuji. First person from behind him and everything. But even then. Oh my god. The Shinjuku Showdown Round 3. Higuruma and Yuji versus Ryoma and Sukuna fight. And the title of the chapter is The Decisive Battle in an Uninhabited Demon-Infested Shinjuku Part 16, bro. So they have to carry on. They have to carry on what Gojo couldn't get done because of the damn Mahoraga and all that and everything, man. And then, of course, the power that is to solve and cleave, man. Like, it's just too much, dude. But you know what? I believe in my son. I have had stock in that boy before first chapter even came out, when he was just an art advertisement before that series is still arise, man. So I'm rocking with him until the ends of time, man. He's gonna do something for me. And he's just looking on. You see the look on Sukuna afterward. Like, this is him in his prime, dog. This is him back to the way he used to be, and Mekubi's just chilling as like some kind of shriveled up prune inside. And Higuruma's just like, bro, I need to take this guy to court, just hit the objection, man. Like, he has to go. Okay, advertisement. And we're getting, okay, so this is good. I like this right here, because we're at least going to learn something right now exactly of what the plan is from our people's ends, right? Regarding everything here. So Kusakabe, in the case that Gozo loses, we need a backup plan. For Kenjaku, we'll have to talk about creating an opening for Okotsu to strike. So, there we go. We got that explained. But we'll really need Okotsu back as soon as possible, so we're counting on you. The issue is Sukuna. Even though it's an all-out battle, we still have to decide who we're sending to the battlefield. What a dumbass. All out means everyone is fighting. I'm going first, though, and you're getting smoked first. And just what would be the point of sending someone out to get killed if they can't even buy us an opening? Oh, Kashimo, you know, take our Miwa here, for example. Yo, don't disrespect it like that, bro. Don't disrespect it like that, bro. And look at her, she's just putting the head in the head, like come on. She was lacking in power to begin with, and then she went and made a... Excuse me? She was lacking in power to begin with, and then she went and made a binding vow in Shibuya to never swing a katana again. Why would you do that? Wait, that has to be a joke. There's no way she did that. Kenjaku stopped that swing with his bare hands, though. Tee-hee-hee. Okay, that has to be a joke, right? There's no way she can't. No, I'm sorry, Miwa. There's no way. Listen, I know you're a klutz sometimes, heads in many places and stuff, but there is no way you actually did that. And with regards to the merger with Tengen-sama, I have a feeling that we can use cursed energy to prevent ourselves from being included. Okay, I still need to know for sure if that is a guarantee lock. Like, I don't see dark in text, by the way. Like, to say, like, it's a guarantee. It feels like that could be a joke, but at this point, I don't know what gig anymore. I don't know what's a joke. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's what anymore, man. Even if Sukuna and Kenjaku get their way, I don't think it's impossible to survive the merger when the resulting monster begins wreaking havoc on the world. Though I expect Kenjaku to immediately hunt down the remaining players. So everyone all together and stuff in the like theater kind of room and stuff there. So see like the stage. No matter how this plays out, we'll have at least have a few days. Even more if Sukuna's the only one of those two left standing. I'm sorry, but I'll have to abstain from participating. I don't think I'll be of any assistance. Who the... Oh, is that supposed to be... That's Kamo. Right? That's Kamo that's right there. Hold on. I'd like to watch over... Oh! Okay, I like to watch over my family, even for a little while. I intend to take them with me and flee overseas. I'm very... Okay, got it, no worries. So... Okay, so Kamo, you know, again, with the mom and stuff, we know the whole story arc and everything with that and all that. Fair enough, man. You know what? He's choosing... It's one of those, I know for some people it's probably going to rile them, but like, well, why don't you want to be involved? Like, we need as many mans to be involved in this whole thing to try and stop Sukuna and Kenjaku. But I also get that other perspective too. It's like, yo, I still have family outside that needs to be taken care of. So they're choosing to say, you know what? We're going to bounce and hope for the best after. But I do not want to leave them alone. I know I respected that from Kamo, but it is definitely tough hearing him say that in hopes that he would be more involved. But it felt like once it started bringing up the whole family, especially at the end with Maki, it's like there's a chance that this could happen, and here it is. So this isn't some public execution. We don't need to hear everybody's explanations. The only one who will be useful in this fight are those crazy enough to try. Thanks for teaching me all that stuff, senpai. You really helped because Choso sucks at teaching. Okay, is that so? Those of you who can use or... wait. That makes sense because blood technique and stuff, fair enough, yeah. Those of you who can use the reverse curse technique. Those of you who want to die and... Oh, Yuji, please do not be that one, bro. And those of you who think you don't care about dying, anyone who doesn't fill into those three groups is either on the bench or providing support. I'll go out after costume. Like Higuruma just said, yeah, you know what? I've already committed my sins and stuff. I'm gonna have to go out there and try at least atone in my own way. And usually look at him. My curse technique can confiscate Sukuna's. That's why he's out there. That's why that man is gonna be in the top 10, bro. Listen, if we put Sukuna to trial and they get that confiscation to work out, man, Higuruma's going top 10. I don't care. In some ways, people will be like, oh, that would be stupid. No, man. Listen, at this point in time, I don't care what Mickeys await us. I need all of them to get these rats out of here, man. And these costumes around, you assume I'm going to lose is really pissing me off. I'm just a hypothetical man. We're just thankful you're letting Gojo-san take the first crack at it. I'm still not okay with that either. Like, guys just trying to like, yo, tomate. And then Kirara just in the corner, just like, yo, the card goes. If he sends to death, I can fight Sukuna with the Executioner's sword. I mean, well, listen, that thing is Excalibur itself, man. So I believe in him. A sword that kills with a single swing. It'd be a big help. But even you can't be sure whether the verdict will be confiscation or death penalty, right? That'll depend on which crimes judgment charges Sukuna with. You don't have any say there, do you, Higuruma? None. Which is, I mean, if he had a say, you know how much of this power would be even more crazier, because if you have control in courts of what can be considered like, guilty, innocent, and then the death penalty like that, man, it's like, if he would be actually way more insane than what he already is. Sukuna and I swapped 3 times at my high school, at the detention center. Oh wait, we swapped 3 times. At my high school, at the detention center, and at Shibuya, which is facts. School, obviously the fight with Gojo. Detention center, when the whole thing was going on, and then of course the Shibuya after. Which, it's kind of crazy that they've, how much they switched that. But, yeah, but then, wait. With the fight with Junpei and the Mahito, what does that count as one? Or that's just more so because they were inside the domain and stuff, which is a little different. He caused a ton of casualties both at the detention center and in Shibuya. Oh, actually, no, wait. Detention center might actually... No, actually, no. You know what? Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Because he caused a ton of casualties both at the detention center and Shibuya. And since swapping to Fushiguro's body, he's probably been doing whatever he pleases. I think most of what has done has been pretty serious. There's a pretty high chance that judgment prosecutes a crime that will be punishable by death. Honestly, it's hard to say. If we summarize our current knowledge of Sukuna's actions, at Itadori's high school, bodily harm against Itadori by means of taking over his body. Number 2, attempted murder of Gojo Satoru at the detention center. And then, this is back to 1. So 1, at the detention center now. So murder of Itadori, since he came back to life, I suppose it would be considered attempted murder. And then 2, attempted murder of Fushiguro Megami. And then in Shibuya, the murder of the 2 high school age curse users, Mimiko, Nanako, and stuff. Attempted murder, the mass murder of the citizens of Shibuya. Attempted, they say, right? I saw bodies hit the ground, but that's definitely not attempted. That is mass murder, bro. Murder of that curse user with the side ponytail, Higamo and stuff, or Shigamo, I should say. And then 4, arson of the residential buildings, which is the fight with Maharaga, with the Fuga and all that. And oh man, and then the look back from that chapter when the move happened. Which brings us to his takeover of Fushiguro Megami's body. Depending on Fushiguro Megami's status, the charge could be bodily harm, attempted murder, or theft of a dead body. Hey, look at the look on Yuji. He's like, you better not be right on the last part. The detention center was much worse than that. Really? Was it really? Really, Yuji? Shibuya wasn't worse? It wasn't much worse than Shibuya. Okay, that is interesting. There might be something on the translation there, because I'm not gonna believe that Yuji's saying that, like, nah. Okay, let me keep reading there. That is interesting. Sukuna's fingers. It's difficult to pin the blame on Sukuna for harm caused by cursed objects. Sukuna is at fault, albeit indirectly. I wouldn't call it aiding and abetting. In that same vein, the case of Yoshino Jinpei's mother is just as tricky. Because you can't prosecute a damn curse, bro. That's, oh my god. And Yuji's already getting rattled because he's remembering all that too. As for the sentencing rates for murder, the murder of a single person usually results in imprisonment with hard labor for 10 to 15 years. For 2 people, life in prison or death. For the murder of 3 or more people, the death penalty is mostly common. Sukuna has repeatedly demonstrated cruelty through his conduct, causing significant social harm for his own self-benefit. This would imply that he cannot be rehabilitated into our society, which he can, regardless of that. And according to the Nagayama standard, this would lead to the death penalty, if it's a normal trial, that is. Naga, huh? Okay. I see. And then Miwa's just like, what? You know what he's talking about, Kusakabe-san. You're just faking it, right? You really underestimate me. I think, yo, the both of them idiots, bro. Okay, no, Kusakabe looks like he's more serious. In a normal trial, if you take all his crimes into account, Sukuna would be executed. But Higuruma's technique prosecutes each charge one by one. If we look at the charges we just listed by my count, less than 30% of those would get him the death penalty. The justice system, man, like, you think it's gonna give you enough to punish those that should be punished, and it just... Another problem is that each of his major crimes is attached to a number of minor ones. Hypothetically, if you stab someone, you would be charged with attempted murder and bodily harm, but technically you also tore the victim's clothes, so property damage should be included too. It's quite possible that if you were to look at Sukuna's massacre in Shibuya, judgment may choose to prosecute him for property damage or breaking and entering instead. In that case, securing the death penalty sentencing will be tough. Bro, it's like almost like you're throwing a dice and like you're hoping it's gonna land on the one that's supposed to happen. This is just like gambling, bro. Like, man. Oh boy. I can see, and this is how you know it's getting crazy, bro. Even the manga doesn't even want to hold up itself right now. I can see that happening. Judgment even brought up my playing pachinko as a minor. Right. Sukuna could also be charged with Itadori's petty crimes due to have been incarnated in his body. Wait, so that was happening. That was happening while Sukuna was in him when he was doing all that? I thought that was like prior to that. What kind of stuff did you get into? Are you an idiot? Yo, that'd be actually insane. That the minor stuff that this dude was just chilling, thought he was having a good time, whatever, in a little in a pachinko parlor, or like in the arcades. And this might be the reason why there's a chance that freaking Sukuna could get off scot-free. Do you know how crazy of a Mickey that is for Sukuna? By the law itself, man. That is insane. If it is true that Sukuna was within him during that time, Wara Keikaku, man. What's even a bigger issue are the crimes from 1,000 years ago. My god, and that's gonna need like the Jericho script itself. Would that not fall under the statute of limitations? And meanwhile, look at, bro, she's been killing me with the faces, bro. But you better not actually put that binding vow. I need you to hoop. The modern set of laws introduced in the Meiji era includes the general idea of the statute of limitations. So his crimes 1,000 years ago should fall under that statute. I know it's not statute, so statutes. Hopefully, we're Englishing it there. The statute of limitation. Oh, boy, he's getting rattled the more he's thinking about it, Yuji. The statute of limitations regarding murder was abolished when the criminal procedure law was amended in 2010. So no statute. No, the statute of limitations is still valid regarding murders occurring before 1985. So there is one. Yeah, he is getting rattled. Like, I feel it. However, the Heian era's governing rules, known as the Yoro Code, didn't include a statute of limitations. Well then, no statute of limitations, I guess. Okay, seriously, which is it? I don't know. Huh. If the offender is abroad, the progression of the statute of limitations is halted. Depending on how Sukuna operated prior to the incarnation, there may not be a statute of limitations even under the modern set of laws. Oh God, because when you hop to one area, this is insane to me, because this is almost like you're fleeing the country to beat any chances of going to prison, and because you're going to another place, the way that their laws and stuff work out are all different. So like, bro was committing all these crimes, let's say for example in the States, and hopped over to Mexico and then he was fine, or he hopped over to Canada, he was fine, went overseas, he was fine. Like, that is insane that Gege is actually implementing something like this into the story, and it's actually going to possibly work in the benefits of Sukuna. Like, insane, man. Like, if it takes the time he wasn't incarnated and considers it to be him being abroad. Precisely. Judgment. Oh man, that thing is so spooky, bro. A mask like that would be actually kind of fire to have as a collective thing. Judgment is a Shikigami manifested by my curse technique. If I see something even as remotely possible, so too will judge man. Which means that taking into account Sukuna's crimes from 1,000 years ago, Judgment's discretion, and Sukuna's innumerable crimes, both big and small, the chance that Judgment lands on a charge that gives us a clear-out death sentence are extremely low. Even with a guilty verdict leading to confiscation, I am just grateful you're able to do something. Still, I'm not sure if both techniques, I'm not sure if both techniques would be confiscated. I never tried someone with multiple abilities before, because we only saw it with Yuji taking away the curse energy and stuff. Either way, it's a huge help. I think I have something. Wait, is that Yuji saying it? I think I have something. I may have a way to ensure Sukuna gets sentenced to death. What do you have? Not at the expense of your life. Not at the expense of your life. You need to live a happy life, buddy. And switches over. And at those crows. Those freaking crows. We know who it is, man. It's the wagon of wagons on the move, man. Has to be Shirley. And then you see Sukuna looking on like, and the crow's just getting blasted at. Pretty sure from the curse energy from him. And that bird just got smoked. And yeah, look at me. Oh my goodness gracious. Gojo-kun, Kenjaku, and now Sukuna. I guess my power doesn't phase the complete monsters. Yeah, because I mean, to be fair, it was stated that the likes of Gojo was probably the only one that could stop her bird attack. And now, I definitely could say Kenjaku will, but probably without question. And then now Sukuna. So, yeah. I know in some ways it also kind of like downscales her just a little bit in terms of power. But then again, when you're going, it's just like the Jogo argument. When people say like he's a bum, he's like useless and stuff. It's like, bro, he went up against literally the gods of the verse. Like, what do you expect? Like, you saw what he did with Maki, with Nanami, with freaking, with Naobito and stuff. It's like, bro, he is a monster. Just because he can't one shot or defeat, the top 1%, it's like, chill out. Like, Mei Mei's still a beast. Everything else that has to do with, personal details and everything, it's different crimes, we'll put her on trial afterwards. That said, they all opted to dodge, so that doesn't say something about it if it were to land. So he's distracted. The rest is up to you, Higuruma-kun. Okay? And I see the hammer had made the landing. And he tried to bop him like a whack-a-mole. And look right there, yeah, he was able to dodge a Sukuna. Because I was curious. Oh, my son. What? Bro, listen, I beg now, bro. Hold on. I have to. Please. I'm on my knees, bro. You cannot give up thou life, bro. Because I need you to somehow. Oh, boy, man. Whatever you have in store, please do not put it at the expense of your life. Because I know how much you mean to me. You have to know how much I mean, like, bro, you cannot give up this life, bro. Whatever it is, it has to work. It has to work, but it can't be giving up your life, dog. I don't care. If you have a special beam cannon with that Piccolo arm, bro, just do it up right now, man. Just aim for the head. They've been saying the whole series, aim for the head, please. What do you have? And Hold on. Let's see, the rocks are up. He's hitting the rocks, I guess, to try and... Wait, so he's batting the rocks to hit him, it looks like. And he's got the curse tool he's gripping. And Yuji comes in, try to hit the swing, but then got the block in there from Sukuna. Was that... Wait, he's shook. Was that... Itadori... We're having a reach. Let's go! Here we go. Chance ball, please. Please, I need this 1%, Mickey, please. We're having a retrial. Domain expansion. Deadly sentencing. And, bruh, the freaking stand itself that he's supposed to be on, the prosecutor thing, it just been destroyed. But the background I see it's been taking will appeal. We have a retrial for that previous case. And drag... Oh! You can't do this to me, Gege. You can't do this to me, Gege. This makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. But that means it's going to put him in there, isn't it? Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm not ready. We'll have a retrial for that previous case and drag Sukuna into it. If we do that, we can charge Sukuna with the Shibuya massacre. And look at Higuruma's like, yo, Mazuka. Like, no way. If I have a chance. Deadly Sentencing chooses one of the 3 core tiers at the random when prosecuting. God, and that won't work. Hold on. If I apply for a retrial for a case that has already been settled, under the pretense of Sukuna being added as a co-defendant, reopening the case may be possible. The logic is that there isn't any direct benefit to me. It would essentially be as if I targeted Itadori with my technique. Even if it doesn't work, we can at least narrow down the crimes of those done while incarnated inside Itadori's body. Itadori Yuji is accused under suspicion of committing mass murder in Shibuya on October 31st, 2018. And that boy said all those chapters ago, I did it. I'm not going to hide it. I'm not going to deny it. I did it, mate. Oh, God. Oh Lord, let's see the 3, bro. This is gonna look so cold in the anime when we see the guillotines all around and everything. No, this is gonna be so beast. He didn't kill anyone. His previous confession in high court was false, motivated by a strong sense of personal accountability. The real culprit. Look at his face. He knows. He knows. Oh, the tides turned, ready for death. The battle of the courtroom is now in session. Break next week, and oh my God, bro! I think, you know what? Thank God it is not something that was going to rattle me to oblivion, but I will take this because at least we know there is a chance ball for me right here that we are going to get Sukuna out the paint. I'm fine with this, and even more, this just put Higuruma on the importance tier of characters in this series. Because by logical means of just throwing a punch and a kick, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So how are we gonna do it? We're gonna do it by different means. We're taking this brother to court. He's being prosecuted. He's being charged. And we are getting that guillotine out, man. It is gonna happen. We are getting him out of here. It's gotta happen, bro. The only issue I have, though, is the fact that we still don't know what the hell is going on Kenjaku and Akotu's side after saying my will be passed on. So something is going to happen that is going to extend this series even further. I genuinely believe, because it was said we still have technically 3 major arcs: a Shibuya, Culling Game, and whatever comes after. Whatever comes after, the next saga, I presume, it's going to extend things. I would imagine that would be the case. But my freaking God, bro, what a chapter we got. I mean, listen, the Miwa stuff, I will ask in the comments to give me perspective if this is the case, if it's true, or they're joking around. I don't know. the Kamo stuff there, saying, you know what, I'm going to go with my family and go overseas, handle that and everything. I'm perfectly fine with it. Again, with him, when you look in the grand scheme of things, would he be able to make a massive difference? Maybe letting a dent, possibly. But seeing what his family means to him, what his mom meant to him, and knowing that that love is still there from the mom, is just, again, things are different and everything at the time, right? But if Kamo knows he can take care of his family, it's perfectly fine on my end. So I won't be upset on him if his eyes are turned tail. The Miwa stuff there with the binding vow, we need more detail on that properly, because that felt like it was on the verge of joking, but I don't know. But then this stuff here, it shows you why I was hoping to the Lord that Higuruma was still going to play a massive part in the story. After he had walked away from Yuji and said, if I stay near you, I'm going to hate myself even more. And again, as a love that I have for Yuji, it's like when I hear that kind of stuff, it's like, bro, like, it's just pain. But now knowing that this man's involved, knowing that this man could be the reason why we could get Sukuna out of here. Like, that man was already special from the chapter he was introduced, and you know, everything about the, you know, wanting to see things through his own eyes and all that, and just being angered by the way the law works. But now that he has a chance to be able to twist the law into the way it should be handled, the way it should be taken care of. And I know it's like a tussle between ideals and the way you may think on things and how it should work. Right here and now, this is what we need. This is what exactly we need to get Sukuna out of here, man. Like, if this is our chance ball, we have to take it and hope it works. Like, I don't know how possible it is, because if we are going on break, it definitely means that some big stuff is going to happen in these next few chapters to close out the year. I know technically this counts to the 2024 run of issues and stuff for Jump, but in terms of what we're getting this year, this is definitely going to be a chaotic close to 2023. But man, this series always finds new ways to either make me ascend or descend, and we are on the path right now of ascending at the very cost that the descent could be even further. If it means that Yuji's basically doing up a Goku and Raditz. Meaning that, and it's even more fitting, the fact that he's got these Piccolo arms going up, that he's probably just, that's going to be Gege's way of saying, this is the Goku Raditz moment, that I'm going to grab him from there, and the sword is going to go right through both of us. Like, that's how, like, I'm not ready for that, man. I am not ready for that. But, yo, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know how we're feeling about this chapter. I loved it to bits, personally. I know there's some stuff in the beginning we're kind of like, okay, I'm not sure, especially transitioning from Okotsu and Kajaku to this right now. It is tough because I did want to stay away as far as possible until we got all that stuff taken care of on that end before coming back here. But now we got to deal with whatever's going down. So let me know, do you think that this trial, this putting Sukuna at trial, is it going to work? Is this exactly how things should go when it comes to getting him out of here? Let me know down in the comments if you feel this is the way it should go from what Gege is doing right now. And do you believe that this is Yuji basically saying, I'm willing to sacrifice myself through this trial in order to get him out of here? Now, unless this is going to be done in a way where it removes him from it and then takes out Sukuna, it's one thing. But I also think at the same time, he's still on the course of, I'm going to sacrifice myself. I'm a cog in the machine and all that. But I'm curious on what you guys think down in the comments below with your own perspective. Any clarifications, any input, anything you want to talk about regarding the chapter that I didn't talk about too much in detail, let me know down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here if you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Jujutsu Kaisen week in, week out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandor, to stay up to date with everything that goes on the channel. With all being said, I will catch you guys after the break week. I don't know if the chapter will come out on a Thursday, a Friday, whatever it is. What I do know is that we will be ready no matter what for either the greatest ascension, the greatest despair. I don't know what it may be, but all I'm going to say is for 244 straight chapters, this series has been phenomenal, and I still haven't thrown that 10 yet. I'm on that 9.5, but if we get that moment that pushes from the 9.5 to the 10, brother, we have a top 5 manga all time right now. So, in Gege we trust. As much as I know he's my rat, but it's still in Gege we trust. Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care.